us a minute.
Hi.
Hello.
Application?
Resume. It's all in there for you.
First.
You
You can turn that
Would you like
chair
them first?
so it
Let's see your
faces
back.
the table if you'd like.
Thank you. Nice to meet you all. My name is Lexis Jones.
And Lexis, do you like to go by Lexis or do you have another name?
I like to go by Lexi.
Alright, Lexi, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am 14 years old. I love to play sports. I do really good in school. My favorite subject would have to be science. I love kids. I used to go to the Boys and Girls Club in Anacortes when I was around. I went there when I was in first grade through fourth, and then I moved back over here, and I ended up not coming here for 2 years until I hit around beginning of 7th grade, end of 6th grade, I started coming here, and I ended up coming here I've been here for around 2.5 years at the Boys and Girls Club, and I do a lot of after school sports, football. I like to play softball.
How about basketball?
Basketball?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You play that too? Okay.
Yeah, I play basketball. I played for the school, and I play spring ball for just like almost AAU, and I played for a little bit. For a little bit there was like this high school. There was an option at the high school if I wanted to try out for summer, but I ended up not to because I don't like to play sports in the summertime.
Okay, so since you're involved in so many different sports, would you say you are a team player?
Yes, I would say I'm a team player. I have a positive attitude in sports. I encourage people to keep going. Like if you're running and someone's left behind, I go back, I stop, and I boost their energy.
Kind of like Saving Private Ryan. So you're doing a lot of outside club activities.
Yes, ma'am.
So how is that gonna affect you volunteering here during the summer?
I can teach kids different stuff to do. Like instead of just doing what the activity of the day is, I could do different activities. Like I could host a tournament, or I could just mainly do different activities with the kids. Like if you do arts and crafts for a little bit, or host a pool game, some foosball games.
I think you might have misunderstood my question.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm asking you, how would you juggle your schedule with outside club activities and being here at the same time?
Your time management.
My time management.
Like, what's priority to you?
Are you guys asking like how do I manage my schedule?
No, how are you going to during
Yes.
summer?
With all your extra.
How often will you be here?
Yeah.
Around half a day, most likely, because sports take about an hour and a half of practicing, and then I walk here.
What time's your sports?
Usually my sports some of them are in the morning time, and some of them are in the afternoon. So if it's not in the morning, I'll be here for the morning, and if it's not if it's in the morning, I won't be here until the afternoon, and if it's in the afternoon, I'll be here for the morning, but then I'll come back.
And you'll notice that you'll have a schedule ahead.
Yes,
of time.
I look at my schedule and I figure out my times.
Okay. And you're going to visit your dad for part of the summer as well, yes?
Yes, ma'am. At the end of at the beginning this year of the summer. I'll be here for about a week and a half, and then I go to my dad for 4 weeks, and then I come back to Oak Harbor.
You said on your job application that you had no special skills. You sure? So,
Yes.
if we were to say, would you rather lead arts and craft, or would you rather lead a basketball game? What would you do?
Which one would I do?
Yes. Are you better at one?
No, I think I'm about the same. I may seem like I love basketball, but I actually love to draw and do arts and crafts stuff.
Interesting.
Why do you want to work here as a junior staff person?
I think it would be a good experience for me because I'm growing up and I'm going into high school. So I think it would be a good experience to know how to do stuff before I go into a real job.
Thank you.
What are your favorite activities for the Boys and Girls Club?
I love playing floor games. That's my favorite. I think my favorite would be human foosball. That's my favorite. It's very fun to watch. It's also challenging at times, only moving side to side and used to walking backwards and forward to kick a ball.
What motivates you?
Motivates me? My self-esteem motivates me. I think that if I tell myself that I can do it, that gets me, God bless you, that gets me motivated. If I tell myself I can do it, I always like to try things new.
What can you bring to this job that none of the other people can?
I would say I could bring more enthusiasticness, if that's a word. Yeah. That's a
Enthusiasm?
word. Yes. And
Can you spell that, please? I'm just kidding.
I don't know, but I know there's an NESSS at the end. That's what I know.
You said you love kids and you love playing games and activities with them and you feel like you can lead those games and activities. What would you do if a fight broke out? Two kids start arguing. How would you handle that situation?
I would break them up, have one sit on one couch, one sit on the other couch, talk to one of the kids, talk to the other one, and ask them what happened, and if their story, and I listen to their story, and if it sounds like someone is mixing something up, I would come get an authorized adult.
What's your opinion about dress codes for these children?
I like the dress code. They don't dress inappropriately. Some of more of the middle schoolers, they're kind of on that low shirt, V-neck kind of stage right now, but I don't see most, because there's not really that many middle schoolers here, so I don't see that many of a dress code problem.
think that saggy shorts are acceptable?
Nope, it's not.
How about a moody attitude? How would you handle that?
As are you asking like for myself or as anybody?
In general, I guess.
A moody attitude?
Mm-hmm.
Moody attitudes are alright. I think I need to, like, what kind of attitude-ish? Like, just
like
mixed
you know, you're in a
emotions?
bad mood and you
You
still had to come to work.
You don't want
and
to talk to anyone.
How would you act around the kids if you felt like poo and you didn't want to be here, but you knew it was your job and you knew it was your responsibility? How would you act? What would you do?
Because when it comes down to
Happy.
it, they're here to have
Or those
fun.
that conditioned out but can't take it.
Happy.
Happy.
I would feel in my body exhausted and tired and not wanting to do anything, but on the outside I'd be chipper and
Sorry.
The best part about working at a job where you have to interact with people, kids, parents, and other people in general, is you get to fake it. If you've had a bad day, sometimes the best thing to do is to put it aside. You had a bad practice, your coach yelled at you, your mom's yelling at you. The best thing to do is learn to walk into these doors and put that all aside and have fun while you're here. Sometimes it requires you to fake it, and oftentimes when you fake it and you slap on a smile that you don't want, it puts you in a better mood. And if you're in a good mood, then the people around you are in a good mood.
Yes.
And oftentimes you go back to practice or go back to mom at home and find that you're a good mood.
Yeah.
They've forgotten about whatever bad happened and everyone's okay. It's learning to move on from the situation, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So it's a good thing.
Yes.
It's a
it is.
learned thing.
Yeah, and I think it's good that often I heard that if you have a bad mood and you go into an environment and you could possibly get other people into a bad mood, and it's not good if you're all sluggish and somebody else looks at you, oh, what's the matter, and then they get upset. But if you're happy, most likely you'll be able to have everybody around you be happy.
Here's the thing. We're a team here. We're a family. We know all about sports. So
Yeah.
it takes one person to be in a bad mood to make everyone else in a bad mood.
Yes.
But one person in a good mood doesn't change everybody else's bad mood, right?
Yes,
Everybody's
but-
got to be in a good mood together.
Yes.
So if we're all faking it together, we're all in good moods.
Now I know. Lex, do you have any questions for us?
I have one more.
Yes.
Did we ask her what her greatest accomplishment was yet? Did we ask that question?
No.
What do you feel is your greatest accomplishment so far in your life? You can think about it if you need to.
Thank you. My greatest accomplishment is, I would think, how great my grades are. From the time when I was in the 4th grade, I had like straight C's almost, and I thought that was good back then. But as I moved up, and when I moved up in the 5th grade, I got straight A's, and it felt good to have straight A's. And as it went on to middle school, stuff started getting a little bit difficult, but I ended up just sticking to it, studying at night, and I ended up having honor roll for the last 3 years now, honor roll, and straight A's once out of middle school, but honor roll is my greatest accomplishment.
Did you have any questions for us?
Yes. I have one. Are you okay?
I'm sorry.
Is that your question?
Okay. No, ma'am. It's not.
Sorry.
We're so unprofessional. I'm sorry. What's your question?
It's okay.
Ms. Jones.
What was your guys' greatest accomplishment for this place, Roller Barn? Like, what makes you happy about it? Why do you want to work here?
I guess my greatest accomplishment is actually being here this long, because it takes a lot out of you to stay at a place, nonprofit, where you have to raise all your money and all the stress that comes with it. So I think my years here would be.
One of mine is like every year at auction, I kind of get nervous and think we're not going to make enough to survive next year. But then hearing that we made even more than last year, it's really happy. So we have another place to go.
That's great. Good job.
Mine is knowing what the condition of the finances were when I got here, and knowing where we are today. And that's not, I'm not taking credit for all that, but I just know that this place was that close to not being here. And the board took a lot of courage, and they did a lot of stuff for this place, and we're all just an extension of that. But just knowing that we, working together, we keep it going. And you only have to make enough to stay open for a year. I don't look any further than that. I don't look 10 years down the road. I look at this year, next year I'll look at the next year. But yeah.
That's good. Do anybody else have any?
My greatest is seeing how many kids feel comfortable enough to approach an adult and have a conversation with them without being nervous.
Mine will be when kids come back after they've graduated and 5, 6, 10 years down the road, come back, which I have yet to experience. I know Miss Nye has, but that will be my reward.
I also have one more question about the haunted house.
Go ahead, I'm sorry. It just was
Well,
random.
Miss Heather didn't get to say hers.
I'm a newbie, but oh,
Road.
Who?
Skates, derby, turning the floor lights on.
Mine is just seeing how happy the kids are here and that I get to spend my days with my kids.
You said you were a newbie.
I am new here.
Well, on staff, she is.
Yeah.
Let's clarify. One more thing that I mentioned a little bit earlier about the haunted house.
Yes.
So does the building downstairs in the basement get this money that we make here, like, get used to build a haunted house, or does someone does it free?
I think it's both, right?
Pretty much the money is donated. We try and get all the money or supplies or whatever donated, and everybody that works in it works for free, so there's very little what they call overhead for the haunted house. Most of it is all profit.
And
It's $5, I promise. Well,
I have one more question.
yes,
Why do you come here every day after school? The Boys and Girls Club.
I come here every day after school because I love it here. It's something about this place that makes me happy. I know when I was little, I came here to skate and have parties here. I have pictures of the roller barn, and I have past relatives that used to come here and say it was a great place, and I just love the club. It's fun to be around. It's fun to come in and have kids smiling, running around, playing games. And even though I might have sports, I'll always find a way to come back. Or on a weekend to do something, at least I'll make an effort to come here and help out. either if it means getting my hands dirty in dirt with worms, you know.
Lexi, I don't think
Is that it?
Thank you.
Thank you for coming
Thank
in
you.
Thank
today.
you.
You're welcome.
It's a pleasure.
I'm sorry.
And Brianna, in a minute, please.